This has got to be every man's worst nightmare.
Hey, yo, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you've been fucking my wife, bro. What you gotta say for yourself?
There's no way in hell I'm calling this dude my bro, my hermano. Nah, that shit's done. There's just no way I'm not going complete Mike Tyson war mode on his ass. There's just not no way. I'm not calling you to confront you for an apology. What will that do for me?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You fucking knew she was married. You're not a fucking idiot, man. You're fucking Steve Smith Sr.
To tell another man you're sorry for completely just destroying his wife's guts while you still have your wife and kids at home, it's not even sad, it's embarrassing, honestly. Like, you could literally have anything you want. You're an NFL multimillionaire player. You can get almost any girl you want, but you chase after a girl who's in a relationship and then is married. What kind of mentality does that tell you about most men, just in general? We often find ourselves in a lack of scarcity, and that's kind of the big word of the day is scarcity. You know, I think that in this situation here, it's very dangerous for a man to be, not secure. And on top of that, why even go after the married shorty, bro? She's not even bad. That's my thing.
Steve. You ain't a fucking man, bro. All that shit you do on fucking TV, all that shit talking you do to other people. Now someone's got you on the fucking phone, you can't even fucking man up.
Damn, I knew that last part hurt because it's like Steve Smith Sr., albeit a great wide receiver, a legendary wide receiver nonetheless, he is the first person to throw some stones at somebody. He got all this smoke for these dudes on the field who have made themselves already millionaires, made themselves already legends in their bloodline. But he can't even take care of the most fundamental thing in his life. One of the most important things in life, if not the most important, which is family. And I think that for him to call, let's say, Jerry Jeudy back in the day,
wide receiver,
a mediocre dude with a bad mentality,
called me
who's,
and asking,
whatever, right? No reason in hell.
I would say no.
Why this guy should have to find out by digging through his phone that his wife's cheating on you, out of all people in the world. I would expect a lot better from an NFL legend who's continuously trying to mentor young dudes about how to do things right. I wanted to show you guys a little bit more of these text messages that are posted from this ex-husband or soon-to-be ex-husband of this girl that cheated on him. If you guys look at this photo here, it's actually super sad to see. It's like, you could tell they've been around for almost 5 years together, going strong. They have a kid together. They look okay together. I wouldn't say they look happy. It looks like, to be honest with you, the second picture, the girl's face looks like she's settling. It doesn't look like she's happy to be with them, but you could just never tell from a picture. The most interesting thing on this picture, though, is this right here. We never thought we'd meet the love of our lives and best friend on Tinder.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
If you guys don't know me by now, I made a whole documentary about why I hate online dating, and this just plays a part into it. This is just another example out of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of online dating being geared and tailored towards broken and used people. It's for lonely men and broken women. That's how I always looked at it, and that's how I always see it. Because at the end of the day, what's truly sought after doesn't have to go searching. Like, if this girl was 10 out of 10, a good person overall, and everything else, I would say 8 times out of 10, she's gonna find someone in a natural, organic way. Because I tell you guys this, how many good-hearted, pretty women do you know that are just genuinely single for no reason? Those girls get swooped up so damn quick, bro. Them shorties are out of there within around, senior year of college. So for them to meet on Tinder makes this situation a whole lot clearer. When it comes to Tinder, you're really just training your brain and your mind to see relationships on a transactional basis, and that's just my opinion. How can you respect somebody for who they are if you met them while you're swiping on the way? It doesn't make no damn sense. One man's treasure is soon to be another man's headache. So here are a couple pictures of this guy's wife that cheated on him. I don't want to be judgmental, but me personally, she's pretty. She's okay. I think a lot of people are saying she's not pretty. I think she's okay. I wouldn't say that she's NFL. No way how she's NFL caliber player, buddy. But yeah, I guess every man has a different preference. But it's crazy because she was really in the whole organization from the start, bro. She was really like involved with the Baltimore Ravens, which is who Steve Smith played for a long time. And it's just crazy to think that like she probably had met him at work, which is kind of scary to think about, and it gives you a little bit of anxiety if you're in a relationship with somebody, because you're thinking like, damn, what is that person doing all day with their coworkers? Especially when they're in a white collar kind of like, you know, paperwork kind of filing, talk all day kind of job, you know. But Ucho Cinco said it best. When certain opportunities present themselves, that person's always gonna fall underneath the pressure of it. They're always gonna want to see what that's like to have an NFL player, nonetheless an NFL legend, in their hands. So here's the first text message. Wow, bro. It's crazy that her kids are gonna grow up seeing this shit. Her kids are gonna literally grow up knowing that she cheated on her husband, or his father, and with the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen. I can't imagine a married woman saying this to another man. Here's just a couple more texts just to make things even worse. If I ever seen a text message, Shorty's talking about, you rearrange my IUD, just kill me, bro. Just end it. So at that point, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, because that must be the biggest blow to your ego as a man. Hear her say that to another man, especially if, like, you know, a lot of women, in my experience, and thank God I'm black and I'm blessed. I don't know how I would feel if I was the husband in the situation and I didn't get those text messages, or I didn't get those kind of compliments. Oh, he went on to go ahead here and post, you know, just a pretty blatant, obvious post on her Facebook that was him saying how much she cheated on him, or how much she forgave her, and pretty much how he stood by her through thick and thin. The problem nowadays is that a lot of guys just clearly don't understand that, unfortunately, there's certain kinds of people, not just women, that will take the things you do for them and be grateful for a limited time of period. Brothers who I looked at back from my hometown, you would have swore these niggas would have never had anything to do with me by the way they treated me throughout my years. And that's the same thing with certain women. You can give a woman heaven, and sometimes she'll complain about the view. And then you got some guys who'll give her hell, and she'll offer to pay the rent. And that's what it looks like to me in this situation. It just looks like she got bored of him. She got tired of being the mundane house mom. She got her hands on a nice little opportunity. Bing bam, bing boom bop. He stood by my side after I had been arrested twice for domestic violence. Now, I would love to know if that was prior to the marriage or during the marriage, because this is what it all ties to in my head. If he would have known that she had such a big history of doing bad shit, being a fuck up in relationships, and having red flags, why would you go ahead here and marry her, right? I know when a situation's bad for me. And you guys gotta start seeing signs and start rationalizing them, because I've been in a situation where I've been burned bad. I've been cheated on. Not at this level, because I was never in a serious relationship like this guy was, but I was never married or even that deep into the relationship. But it's just like, when you see red flags, especially if you've been cheated on more than once, you gotta start filtering it through your mind instead of your gut, or even both. And what I mean by that is this. Oftentimes when you're in a good friendship or you're in a good relationship, those things blind you to the truth. Whenever you see some weird shit go on, you have to ask yourself, is this really what I'm thinking it is? Am I thinking this? Am I just gonna let this go away and just let it progress? You have to get through this. You have to do those things in your mind. And I'm sure he had multiple instances like I'm talking about where he just knew she was on some weird shit, but continued to let it go on and not care. Because at the end of the day, you don't just check your woman's phone after 5 years of marriage and then finally come across some shit after 5 years. That's not how things go. He probably had suspected some shit, seen she was coming home late, probably started twisting and turning in bed when he was in bed with her, probably smelled something, and he was just like, this ain't adding up. I think when all those things came together and he validated himself by reading those messages, that blew like the lid off the can, bro. He went into a frenzy. So I'm not gonna be mad at him for doing what he did. Did he do it Did he handle it correctly? No. But at the same time, did Steve handle it correctly? He destroyed someone's marriage while destroying his own, pretty much. And maybe his wife won't leave him because he is an NFL legend who has a lot of money. Unfortunately, that's just how the world works sometimes. I don't know. I'm not a fucking fortune teller. You can really give someone your all and still come up short in their head and still have to worry about some shit like this happening, which is why I'm always big on just going off someone's character. People will tell you all the time they love you, how much they care about you, and they can still do some weird shit like this because they're going off of their emotions in that moment. Become someone who loves somebody who loves themselves enough to love you the proper way. A girl who really loves herself won't risk the embarrassment to herself, her kid, and her husband just because some random fucking dude with money comes around. There's multiple men with money, there's multiple beautiful women. If a woman really respects herself, she's not gonna do some stupid shit like this. Imagine going out in public with a girl holding her hand and half the dudes that you see are cracking her. You'd be sick to your stomach. You'd feel long-term hate and vengeance like the most of these motherfuckers in the red pill space. And that's how it all starts. It takes one time to burn somebody bad. And that's a bad burn. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna leave you guys with this. At my job, there's currently a guy that I know who works near me. He's married to this girl, and you know, this girl's from another country. She's not like, you know, she's not US, she's not American. I found out recently that this girl literally has a thread on an adult page of her being exposed. I mean, like exposed in the literal sense. Like whatever you could think of is what I seen. So you know, crazy part is too, she literally has a picture inside of our job with a coworker, and right underneath that picture is her getting her back blown out. I can't make this shit up. If this dude were to find out that his wife was doing that shit, God knows God knows what would happen. And I'm not gonna be the person to even bring it up. I'm gonna mind my business and continue on about my day. I just hope you guys can learn a lot from these lessons I'm telling in this video. Again, my name is KJTheBlackAce. I'm the best content creator in the space. I love y'all boys. Peace.